Welcome to Lead Magnet Ideas to Grow Your List. You might be asking yourself what a lead magnet is, but probably not if you clicked on this video that's called Lead Magnet Ideas to Grow Your List. You've probably already heard of the term lead magnet. You're just looking for ideas that will work for your business. But if you are in step one, what is a lead magnet? That's perfectly fine. That's why I'm here. I Googled it, and Google AI says a lead magnet is a free or discounted resource or service that a company offers to potential customers in exchange for their contact information. But that's also known as the first step in your customer's journey. So it is the reason why people will join your email list. Oftentimes it's for a coupon or something like that when it's like a corporate newsletter. But if you are a small business owner, you may need a different way to entice people to give you their email address in order to join their list. So, if you have no idea who I am, hello, I'm Katie, and I run the CRM Fairy because I'm like a fairy godmother for lead generation, lead organization, and lead nurture. So I put this slide here in order to show you why I have the metaphors or analogies coming up in the next few slides. So if we were talking about your clients and why they want to contact you and join your list and everything like that, their why is the big picture. It is Cinderella's castle, or I guess the prince's castle, which will eventually become Cinderella's. But that is the thing that your signature service or course or something like that serves them. But they can't just jump right into that. They need to be warmed up a little bit because of that know, like, and trust value. So we dial it all the way back to their step one. So their first step in their customer journey with you is the pumpkin. It's not the castle, it's not the glass slipper, it's not the dress, it is the pumpkin, because that is the first thing that the fairy godmother transforms. So thinking about your signature service, you really want to work backwards and give them the smallest step. I can't think of another word. The smallest step into your world. And then it's your job to turn that pumpkin into the carriage with your lead magnet. So that's giving them like a quick win. It's giving them something that they can use and implement, that sort of thing. Again, something super simple, something that won't overwhelm them or get too complicated. You're really just taking the pumpkin, waving your magic wand, and turning it into a carriage. And then they will want more and more from you. So they'll need the horses and the slippers and the dress and all that stuff. But that is their customer journey to your signature service, which is the castle. So I hope that analogy makes sense. I did recently watch Cinderella with my 4-year-old, so it was on my mind, and I was like, oh yeah, I tell people that I'm the fairy godmother for CRM systems. Why not bring it into my marketing a little bit? So, ways that you can get them to the castle, aka pumpkins, include challenges. So this could be like a 3-day thing, a 7-day thing, a 5-day thing, or a 2 or 4-day thing. I just like odd numbers. In which you have like accomplishments every day for someone to finish the ultimate challenge at the end. So an example that I pulled from my own business is called CRM Week. So this was, I think I started it at 5 days, but I felt like people got a little overwhelmed with it. So I knocked it down to 3 days. And again, because I deal with lead generation, lead organization, and lead nurture, the to-dos for each day included how to upload people to your CRM, how to keep them organized within that system. And then like the next few days were how to contact them, how to advertise to them, that sort of thing. So it wasn't super overwhelming, but there was like daily homework that they had to do. So you can't send emails to people if you don't have a list to send emails to. So that's why day one, their first step was to upload their contact list, that sort of thing. So anyway, CRM week involved daily tasks in order to get to the ultimate goal, which was to start their lead nurture. And then, of course, my ultimate goal for CRM week was to get them into my programs within my company, which all made sense because once you have people in your system, you don't want them to sit there and do nothing. So how can I help that? Well, with my services, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So another pumpkin that could be for your company is webinars and videos. So webinars could be live, they could be pre-recorded. That's up to you, however comfortable you feel. But if you do a live one and you're nervous about a lot of people not showing up, the hack that I have, surprise hack in the middle of my video, Zoom has a focus feature, which I absolutely love. Especially like in the beginning of a business when you're like, oh, if 2 people show up, they'll know that they're the only 2 people and they might leave because they're like, I don't want to talk. So Zoom has a focus feature that if you hit it, anybody who comes into your Zoom room will only see you and your slides. They won't know how many people are in the audience. They won't be able to see anybody else in the audience. So you don't have to worry about like them thinking you don't have a big audience. So that's a little webinar hack that I learned over time because I would do my KV Core for the new agent webinar weekly for a while. Every Wednesday, 10 a.m., I would do KV Core for the new agent. Sometimes like 18 people would show up and I'd think that's awesome. Sometimes 2 people would show up. But you know what? Sometimes within that 2 people, there was a super active person who had a ton of questions, which was always good when you're trying to teach live. Or it's not good if you get tripped up when people ask too many questions, like I did in the beginning of my business. I'm like, I have slides. I'm going through them. Please don't ask me questions. That's just who I am. Anyway, when I started the CRM Fairy, I was in the real estate niche, and KV Core was the CRM that I would teach people. So my webinar to get people onto my email list was KV Core for the new agent. It was an overarching, I said it was the 3 things that you needed to know for KV Core success when it's brand new to you. So the CRM, like many of them, have a million buttons to press, a million things that you can do within the CRM. So people were like, I can't even look at it. I hate it. It's like, I don't know where to start. So start with my webinar, KV Core for the new agent. And then at the end of that webinar, I would say I also do one-on-one classes. If you want to get more detailed, get into the nitty-gritty of the CRM system, I can definitely help. So that led to a few, I guess, one-off clients. But money is money, I guess. All right, another pumpkin that you can offer your princes and princesses are templates and tools. So this would be like social media templates, something like that, worksheets, all of that kind of stuff. And the example I have from my own business is a welcome email campaign. So I teach people, obviously, lead generation, lead nurture, lead organization. So a big part of that is lead nurture, because a lot of people come to me, especially when I was doing real estate stuff, like they have 3,000 people in their CRM system. They don't talk to like 95% of them because they're not nurturing that list and those people are not reaching out. So you can call as many people as you can, but if you have 3,000 people and you don't know who is like the best, who has the best potential of becoming an actual client, then that's not good. So they're considered cold leads until you warm them up with your lead nurture. And the welcome email campaign, when somebody gets on your list, is a great way to start the nurturing process. So the template that I would give people would be the first 3 emails in your welcome sequence. So the first one introduces your business and you as the owner. And then the second one sort of talks about how the business can help the person reading. And then the third is actually selling them the thing that can help them. So it's a quick way to warm people up to your products and services. And a lot of people don't like writing emails because it's hard work to convert with just like 30 seconds of someone's time. So a welcome email campaign is a very good freebie. Okay, and the last pumpkin that you can offer people is guides and ebooks. Ebooks should not be super long. Like a 50-page ebook is wild, unless it's like a workbook of some sort. But you can offer short guides and short workbooks to people when they first join your list. And then that will sort of get them started thinking about whatever you're going to sell them later, like thinking about why they need it. An example for me in my marketing was a month-long marketing calendar. So again, this was for real estate agents when they joined my list. And it was like, it started with day one, obviously. And no matter what day you started, that was the initial like lead upload, I guess. So you have a list of leads from like a neighborhood list or something like that. You upload it on day one. You start your nurture marketing. And then on day 7, you can go back into that list and see who's unsubscribed, who doesn't want to hear from you. And then the next week, you continue your marketing and then you reach out to them in this specific way, blah, blah, blah. So it wasn't just like a content calendar. It was an actual like daily to-do for people to do. It was a guide for people to go from this huge, overwhelming list into the actual people who are potential clients that they can really help. So, right now, if you do want more from me, this is my current sales funnel. Well, couldn't even think of it. My freebie currently is Funnel Fundamentals, of which you will find a link in the description. And it is all about the process of a sales funnel. So if you are super brand new to sales funnels, it goes over the top of funnel, the middle of funnel, and the bottom of funnel, and best practices for each. It is a 3-module course video. So it's like super digestible. The modules are like 6 minutes each. And it just teaches people basics of a sales funnel. So if they're brand new to online business, then it's a good freebie. And then that leads to my course, which is the freebie formula, which is all about building your lead magnet. So, of course, I called it the freebie formula before I realized it doesn't have to be free. It could be like a low ticket introductory thing to you. So, again, if you want to charge for it, you can still go through the freebie formula and figure out the best freebie for you. So that is my paid course, and then my signature service, which is the high ticket item, is called Love Thy List. And with that, you get the freebie formula, but you also get like one-on-one help from me, advice and feedback from me and the community that I'm trying to build, and then ways to nurture your audience, to welcome them into your list and all that stuff. So that's my current sales funnel. So I'm leading people from their pumpkin to the castle, if you will. Okay. So I hope this was helpful and that your gears are turning of like which lead magnet that you want to plug into your client's journey. And that you know that like you don't have to be overwhelmed with what you're going to give them. It really should be just a little baby pumpkin, the first step in their client journey. And the goal of the lead magnet is to give them that quick win and turn that pumpkin into a carriage. If you want some more free advice for funnel success, go ahead and scan this and it will bring you to my Instagram page. And if you have any other questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll be happy to get in there and answer them for you. All right. Thank you so much for watching and have a super productive day.